Take. Let's do it. That girl, the one that guys fall for, in love with jealousy and control. She knows she wants to find herself, and she loves and wants nobody else. In her mind, there's so much to obtain. In her eyes, she sees the world again. Oh no, someone find her love. Oh no, someone find her love. That girl, the one is beautiful. Her eyes can see into your soul. Now her smile can melt away your heart, and her kiss can make you beg for more. In her mind, there's so much to obtain. In her eyes, she sees the world again. Oh no, someone find her love. Oh no, someone find her love. She hurts and she always keeps a smile. She runs and takes him out to a mile. I see it's only 'cause she knew in this game you create the rules. And now she has built a wall. You can't climb the castle's much too tall. You can't break the walls of her lair. You can't soothe the wounds of her despair. But who cares? You'll never see that side. And who cares? She's down for the ride. She lives only for the thrill, and then she longs for something new. In her mind, there's so much to obtain. In her eyes, she sees the world of pain. Oh no, someone find her love. Oh no, someone find her love. 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 Someone find her love.
All right, welcome to another episode of Can You Connect? And this is Mr. Walk That Walk. And today's episode, we are going to be getting into another disorder, which is going to be 3. There's going to be the name that encompasses all of it is going to be motor disorders. So that's the main name for all of them. And the first one we're going to get into is, where is it? Is developmental coordination disorder. This disorder involves people who have trouble with their coordination, such as dropping or bumping into objects. So these people are often clumsy, and they also have certain problems with performing. So they have issues with performing with catching an object, using scissors, handwriting, riding a bike, or participating in sports. All of these symptoms, part of the criteria, are persistently interfering with their daily living tasks. So it may have issues with your self-care. So let's say you have bad coordination. For a woman and they're trying to do their makeup, and they may often mess up with some things, or you're taking out the trash and maybe you bump into something and then the trash goes on the floor. It could go into multiple things to where your coordination is affecting your real life. Driving, so if you're an adult, you're driving and you're not the best and you're clumsy and you may bump into another car. But it also affects people in their school, so their academic life. It affects people at work. It affects people when they're out having fun, or if they're performing in a sport. The onset of this is usually early development. As we know, early development is 2 months to 5 years old. This will conclude developmental coordination disorder. So this one's heavy on how you move your body, the way you're moving your body, and how it's affecting you. The second disorder is going to be stereotypic movement disorder. This one consists of repetitive, seemingly driven, and apparently purposeless movement behavior. This is someone whose hand is shaking or waving, body rocking, banging their head, self-biting, or hitting your own body. So they're doing this on a consistent level, and it's a repetitive motor behavior that interferes with their social, academic, or activities and may result in self-injury sometimes. Because if somebody's banging their head, how is that affecting your brain? If you're constantly self-biting or hitting yourself, how can you focus in school to get your work done? Those constant movements are constant distractions. And it may be a distraction also for other people as well. The onset is also early developmental as well. The last one is going to be tic disorders. But this one has 3 different types of tics. But before we get into all 3 of them, we have to go over the main focus, which is a tic is a sudden, rapid, recurrent, non-rhythmic motor movement or vocalization. And we're going to start with Tourette's disorder, which is both motor and one or more vocal tics have been present at the same time during the illness, although not necessarily concurrently. So it may not happen at the same time, but they happen at different times, and they do happen. And they are present for at least a year since it first started. This is their onset for Tourette's is before the age of 18 years old. So this one is Tourette's. The second one is going to be persistent chronic motor or vocal tic disorder, which is single or multiple motor or vocal tics have been present during the illness, but not both motor or vocal. So it's either the motor one or the vocal one. And of course, same thing, persistent for a year since the first tic. The onset is before 18 as well. But I hope you see the difference between the Tourette's. It could be both motor and vocal. But the persistent and chronic is only motor or vocal. And for the last one is provisional tic disorder. This is single or multiple motor and or vocal tics. The tics are, of course, on onset for a year. They've had it for a year, and since the first tic. So, first tic, boom, it's been a year. The onset, of course, for this was before 18. This one is, it never gets to persistent or Tourette's disorder. So provisional is like, it's not as, let's say, maybe severe as the chronic or the Tourette's, because they're missing certain things from them. I'm trying to look to see what is missing. Right, because chronic only uses motor or vocal. Tourette's uses, it could be both motor and vocal at the same time, which is multiple. But provisional is, it could be a single, so, or multiple motor and or vocal tics. So there's a difference between all three. And of course, we know that these things could often affect somebody's, let's say, communication skills. So if somebody has a tic disorder or Tourette's or chronic, persistent chronic motor and vocal tic disorder, they're either making certain movements, as we talked about, how that could be distracting and that could kind of throw people off socially, or it could be vocal. So they could actually be saying something, whether it's appropriate or inappropriate. It could be loud, and those things can affect somebody's social communication or social connection. So for the next episode, we're going to get into how does these disorders we went over could affect somebody in a relationship. So I'm going to be researching that, and that will be for the next episode. So that'll probably end it here. Of course, we got a Black-owned business. This one's going to be a content creator. It's Dane Dash, his YouTube channel. So I'll put his information in the description. It's American New Network. So he made his own network. He has an app for it. If you go to your Play Store, I think it's an iPhone and Android, I believe. But you can just double check. I'll have the name in the description where you can look at this channel. And the same name for the channel is the same name for the app. So you'll be able to find it like that. He wants to create his own movies, music. He wants to be his own industry and not have to rely on other people. So it's pretty cool. Watch a few videos, so definitely check that out. And of course, the musician that's in my videos, check out his channel. He makes the intro and outro songs, and the artist that's in our video. Check out this artwork because he made my avatar. And for myself, I'm a clinical social worker for the state of Maryland. I can provide individual, families, or couples therapy, so y'all can check that out as well. But, so that will conclude this episode. And y'all definitely have a good rest of the night and a good rest of the week.
Our lives are lives filled with drama. Our homes are homes, they feel empty. Our dreams slowly you sick, I